Hey guys, Coach Ben here, bigbenchas.com. Today I'm going to show you how you can get more out of your leg drive so you can increase your bench press. Now this tip I'm about to show you today is how to get more out of your hip tension. Now utilizing your hips when you're talking leg drive and the bench press is going to be crucial because the glutes are our biggest muscle in our body. It's the powerhouse of all our powerlifting movements. Think about the squat, think about the deadlift. It's easy to picture how big of a role the glutes play in those main lifts there. But we don't usually think of the glutes being associated as much with the bench press. But they are a powerhouse and we want to be able to utilize them. So I'm going to show you what typically happens sometimes with leg drive when we're talking at a feet flat stance. How you can get more out of your hips in that position and ultimately increase your bench press because now you're able to stay in a tighter position and you're able to apply more force to the bar. So the main thing here today is that you're not putting your feet too far back, because if you place your feet too far back, this is going to eliminate the tension that you can create in your hips. It's going to be a passive tension, not an active tension. We're not going to be able to actively use our glutes. When you see lifters adopt a feet flat stance, oftentimes what you'll see is when they're in position, they get their feet so far back underneath them. You can see here how far I'm trying to get my feet flat underneath me. And I'm going to feel very, very tight in this position. Even if I went super wide, but if I go too far back, I have this huge stretch in my groin. It's very uncomfortable. I don't feel like I can get any wider. Why that's not a great thing? Think about if you were to do the splits. Probably many of you watching this cannot do a full split. I will guarantee that. I put money on it. But imagine you are stuck in the splits. If you are out in this position doing the splits and you become stuck in that position, right? You're not able to actually generate any force to the ground in that position. Well, the same thing goes when we try to tuck our feet too far back on the bench press. If we tuck our feet too far back in the foot flat stance, we eliminate the active tension we can create with our hips, just like being stuck in the splits. We are stuck there. We are passively tight. There's no doubt about it. We're tight. There's stress going on in the groin, but we can't actually utilize the strength of our glutes in that position. So what you want to be mindful of is that you are in a position so you're not so wide or so tucked behind you that you can't actively drive out. If I was stuck in this position, I can't move. I can't drive my knees out. I can't get any hip tension. So you want to adopt a position in which you can actively create hip tension. So you can see if my feet are a little bit closer together, I'm actually able to drive my hips open. So I'm able to be active in that position. It's not like I'm doing the splits and I'm stuck here. I have my feet out in front of me, not too wide, just enough so that there's passive tension throughout my groin and in my hips, but it allows me to be able to drive open and get my hips involved in the movement. So I'm going to show you what that looks like two different ways. If I'm way spread out and I'm stuck in this position, I can't drive my knees out anymore. Versus if I'm in a little bit closer with my feet, maybe I even go out in front of me a bit more. Now you can see I can drive my hips open, squeeze my glutes, and I'm able to push forcefully back using my glutes. That tip is gonna be key if you wanna maximize what you can get out of your lower body, because again, the glutes are a powerhouse. We should be trying to utilize our glutes to bench. Common thing that I like to cue with lifters is bench from the hips. If you think about creating your press from the hips, it's really going to guarantee that you're going to transfer a lot more force to the bar. With that being said, bench from the hips. Make sure your feet aren't in a position where you are stuck there, but rather where you can create a lot of tension with your glutes. Coach Ben here. You know where to find me. You can meet me on a bench. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to learn more about how to increase your bench press, consider joining us in our Better Benching Academy. To learn more, simply click the link down below in the description box or visit bigbenchas.com/BB Academy. I'll see you there.